넘어섰다. 마이크 체크. 요가 수트라. 수트라 50. Stampa. This is fuzzy. And there's another one. Stampa. I don't see it. Madhya Bahya Subha Sampa. Okay, so they combined the word. That's why I couldn't find it. That's why I don't use this version, because they're doing combining words, and I don't know if that's legit. Suttamampa. Okay, cool. Here we go. Namaste. Santu Bahya Pyanan Tara Suttamam Pavarata Tilta Shakala Samkhya Piha Paridura Shatwa Dil Kasuk Kushimah Yatran Parashavan Sapol Vako Gatya Pavah San Bahya Yatran Shivan Sapol Vako Gatya Pavah San Pyanan Tara Turatiya Sitamam Paparata Tiria Sitamam Paparata Tiriatrum Payam Pava Sitamam Paparata Tiria Sitamam Paparata Tiriaturo Payam Sitamam Paparata Tiriaturo Payam Pava Sakarata Prayatana de Pavati Sakarata Prayatana de Pavati Yatang Tapatem Nyasatamupalem Jalam Salvatah Samkochama Padiate Tatang Devayoryu Gapadu Katya Pavan Iti Devayoryu Gapadu Katya Pavan Iti Drayopiate Teshanam Body 들으셨다. Body. Body 들으셨다. 이야 나시야 비셔요 대상 이티. 갈레나 body 들으셨다. 구셔노나 미야트타 바타라 누나 바치는 날 바치치는 날. 오케이. Kushana miyatata vatara nuena vachuchinanam Ityaltaha Samkhya piha Paritirishutva Etam vadapiha Shiva sapra Shiva saiha Pratama Udakatasat Udakatasatadavanan Nigrahi tasyaita vada pildviti. Yeah, okay. Udaka tasatad vanani. Udaka tasatad vanani. Udaka tasatad vanani grahi tasyaita vada pildviti. Udaka tasatad vanani grahi tasyaita vada pildviti. Pild. Mother Pildaviti Udakatan Evam Turitiyaha Evam Murudurevam matya evam ti vran iti samkhya paridrishatoh sa kalevaya meva mapyasato kalevaya meva mapyasato dil kasu kushimaha. Namaste. But this refrain is, sorry. But this is external or internal or suppressed in fluctuation and is regulated in place and time and number and is protracted and subtle. It is external in case there's no flow after expiration. It is internal in case there's no flow after inspiration. It is the third, suppressed in fluctuation, in case there's no one of either kind. As the result of a single effort, just as water dropped upon a very hot stone shrivels up wherever it falls, so both at once cease to be. And each of these three is regulated in space, deals with a certain amount of space. It is regulated in time, in other words, defined by a limitation to a certain number of moments. It is regulated in number, the first rising up, by so many inspirations and expirations. In the same manner, the second rising up of the checked is measured by so many inspirations and expirations. Likewise, the third. Similarly, it is general. Similarly, it is moderate. Similarly, it is keen. Thus, it is regulated by number. So then, practiced in these ways, it is protracted and subtle. Okay, Veda next. Oh, I forgot to change the title. Sorry, that was 50. I just finished 50. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, Veda, Book 4, Hymn 8. It's pretty short. Okay. Namaste. Tu tam po Vishvadevasam Veda. Vishvavedasam Avyavahamamatyam Yajashita Munjase Kirang Sa Hi Vedang Pasutitim Maham Arotanam Divah Sa Devam Eha Pakushati Sa Veda Anamam Devam Rotayate Dame Dati Priyanui Jaduvasu Sa Hotan Shadu Dutiam Chikitevam Anantari Yate Viduvam Arotanam Divah De Siama Ye Agnaye Dada Shulhavyadati Pih Ya im Pushonanta Inantate De Rayan De Subiriai Sasavam So Vi Shiranambire Ye Agna Datire Dubah Asume Rayo Dive Sam Jaranan tu Purusa Purahaha Asame Vajan San Iratam San Viprasha Jaisho Nuinam Shabasan Manushonom Ati Kushwi Paravan Vityati. Namaste. That was fun. Your envoy who possesses all, immortal, bearer of your gifts, best worshipper, I woo with song. He mighty knows the gift of wealth, he knows the deep recess of heaven, he shall bring hitherward the gods. He knows the God himself to guide gods to the righteous in his home. He gives even treasures that we love. He is the herald, well informed he doth his errand to and fro, knowing the deep recess of heaven. May we be they who gratify Agni with sacrificial gifts, who cherish and enkindle him. Illustrious for wealth are they, and hero deeds, victorious, who have served Agni reverently. So unto us day after day, may riches craved by many come, and power and might spring up for us. That holy singer in his strength shoots forth his arrows swifter than the swift shafts of the tribes of men. Okay, Upanishad next, thank you. Okay. Chanandogya Upanishad, Book 6, Kananda 3. Okay, ready. Let me just make sure. Yep, cool. Here we go. Namaste. Deshwam, Kalveshwam, Putanam, Durinuyena, Durinuyeva, Bijani, Pavanantianandojam, Jiva Jambudu, Piju Jamiti, Jiva Jambudu, Jiva Jambudu Pija, Jiva Jambudu Pija, Piju, Jiva Jambudu Piju Jamiti, Seyam Devatai Kushotam, Hananta Hamima Sutisro, Hananta Hamima Sutisro, Devata Anena, Jivana Tamana Nuparabhishyam, Namarupe Vyakaravanuiti. Tansam Tirivorotam Ekaikam Karavanuiti Sayam Devatema Sutisro Devata Anenaiva Jivana Tamana Nuparabhishya Namarupe Vyakarote. Tansam Tirivorotam Ekaikam Tansam Tirivorotam Ekaikamakam Rodyatam Tirivorotam Ekaikamakam tu Kalu Somyoma Sutisro Devata Sutri. Devata Sutri Burasut. What the heck is that word? Burututri. Wow. Devata Sutri Burututri Burudekaikan. Devata Sutri Burututri Devata Sutri Burututri Burudekaikan. Pavati Tanamem Bijani Hiti. Okay, I wanna check. This is like a modern looking double T and an R. I'm gonna double check just to familiarize myself. 634. Okay, so it's pronounced Burututri. That's my guess. It's Burututri. Yeah, okay, cool. Moving on. Iti Trutiyaha Kanundoha. Namaste. Now, of these beings here, there are just three origins. Born from an egg, born from a living thing, born from a sprout. That divinity bethought itself, "Come, let me enter these three divinities with this living soul and separate out name and form. Let me make each one of them threefold." That divinity entered into these three divinities with this living soul and separated out name and form. It made each of them threefold. Now, verily, my dear, understand from me how each of these three divinities becomes threefold. Okay. Shrimad Bhagavatam next. Thank you. Here we go. Shrimad Bhagavatam, Book 4, Chapter 18. 1 second. Okay, here we go. Namaste. And by the way, Draupadi or Black Heart is helping me with Sanskrit. She's staring at me with her eyes so I could focus. Namaste. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Ashita Dashotyaya Maitreya Uvancham Ititam Bratumat Pishatua Bratuma Pishatua Roshu Brasapurita Tarama Brasapurita Tarama Punarahava Punaraha Banilpita Samsutapya Tamana Tamana. Sananiyatacha people Manium Nibotan Shirabitam Jame Saivataha 사라마다뜨때 여탕 마투카로 무타흐 아스미는 로켓타바 무시미는 무니피스타 뜨바달시피흐 드르슈트 요강흐 브라유크탕 실자 봄상 시레야흐 브라시드타예 땅나 뜨슈타티 야흐 사미야구방야는 볼바다시타는 아바라흐 시라드타요페탄 우페야는 비는다텐자상 땅나나 드르티야 요비드바날타나라파테 스바야무 다시양 비아피자라는 디알탕 아라브타시자 보나흐 보랑 스러슈트 히오셔타요 브라흐마노 양 비샤만 파테 푸지야마나 마양 드르슈트 아사드 피라트르타브르타이흐 아빵리타나 드르타 자 파와드 필로카파라카이흐 조리 푸데타 로케함 야지냐알 타그라 사모쇼티흐 누남 땅 비루타흐 구슈이너 마이 가레나 푸야상 따트라 요게나 드르실두에나 파바나다 두마이하티 파트삼 까르파야 메 비라 예나함 파트살라 따바 토쿠슈예 구슈이라마야네 까마나누루 빰짜 도하나무 노그타람짜 마하바호 푸타남 푸타파바나 아는나미 뿌시타 물자스바드 파가바네 아는나미 뿌시타 물자스바드 파가바네 반차테 야디 사맘 짜 구루 맘 라자네 데바브르셔톰 야탕 빠야흐 아빨땅 아바피 파드람테 오빠 발테땀 메 비포 이티 뿌리얌 히땀 방아기얌 푸바 아다야 푸파티흐 파트삼 그르트방 마눔 바노바두 하트 사칼라우셔티흐 따타 파레 자 살바트라 사라마다다테 부타흐 따토니에 자 여타가맘 두두후흐 브르투파비담 브로쇼요 두두훌다비 미는들이 야슈빗 시바탐 두두훌다비 미는들이 야슈바타 사트타마 파트삼 브로하스파팀 그르트방아 빠야시 차는 도마얌 슈치 그르트방아 파트삼 수라가노 이는드람 소마마두 두하는 히라는 마예나 바트레너 비리아모조 발람파야흐 다이테양 다나방 파트삼 브라훌라다 마수라이쇼파무 위탕야 두하느 구슈이야마야흐 바트레 수라사바무 가는 탈방압 사라소 투쿠셔는 가는 탈방압 사라소 투쿠셔는 방아들의 바드마마의 바야흐 바트삼 비시방아바숨 그르트방 가는 탈방 마투 사파가무 바트세나 피타루리암은 노 가비암 구슈이라 마투 구슈었다 구슈이라 마투 구슈었다 아마바트레 마하파가흐 시라드타야 시라드타데바타흐 Prakalpiam Patasam Kapilam Siddhatah Sangakalpanamayim Siddhatim Napasi Vidyam Jan Ye Jan Vidyam Taradayah Anya Jan Mayino Maya Manantaltanad Putatmanam Maya Manantaltanad Putatmanam Mayam Prakalpiam Patasamte Tuduhultara no Mayim Yakushorakushomsi Putani Pishachah Pishatashana Puta Shabatasan Tuduhu Kapale Kushata Jasabam Tatahayo Nanandashukah Kalpan Naga Shecha Takushakam Vitaya Patasam Tuduhul Bila Patre Bisham Payaho Pashavo Yabasam Kushwiram Patasam Kurtavan Cha Govrosham Aranuya Patre Ja Tukushana 모르겠는데라노 자 담슈뚜루이 너허 담슈뚜루이 너허 그라비안다허 브라누이나허 그라비암 Jesus Tuduhuha Sive Kalevarem Supanavatasan Vihagashacharam Chacharamevacham Partavatasan Panasapatayaha Protagara Samayam Payaha Girayo Himavadabatasan Nana Tatuna Sivasanushu Saive Sivamukhya Vatasena Sive Patre Puratakapayah Saivakama Dukham Purtavim Duduhuha Purtupavitam Evam Purtavyandayah Purtavimananadah Sivananamatmanah Dohabatasadi Pedana Kushwira Pedam Guru Devaha Tato Mahipatiha Pritaha Saivakama Dukham Purtuha Tuhitrutuve Chakaremam Puramanu Tuhitru Batasalah Julnoyana Sivathanuship Kotuya Sivathanuship Kotuya Kirikutani Rajarat Pumanandalamidam Vainiyah Prayashachakre Samam Vipuha Athasamina Bhagavan Vainiyah Prajanam Puratatidah Pitang Nivasan Kalpayan Chakre Tatra Yathai Hatah Kraman Puraha Patatanani Tulganui Vivitani Ja Koshwana Purajana Sashibirana Karana Katabatana Oh, cool. almost done. Braga pura tohiha, toriha, toriha. Braga pura toriha, naivaishu, puragrama di karemana. Oh, karepana. Yatha sukham pasananti sama tatra yatra. Tatra kutopayah. Tatra kutopayah. Iti Shrimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramahamsiyam Samidayam Chaturtasakanante Puratubijaye Ashutta Dashotyayah. I'm also to take a little break. Alright, so I gotta get my translation and also Kalki Purana. I'll be back. 1 minute. Okay. Here we go. Discourse 18. Maitreya continued. It was thus that Goddess Earth glorified Purtu, whose lips were quivering through anger. She was frightened, but she made herself quiet and steady with an effort of her will and spoke again. O Lord, you possess power to do anything that you please. Kindly control your breath and consider what I tell you. Like the bee, a wise man takes the essence from everything. Sages who have realized the truth have discovered and tested methods for the realization of human ends here, as well as hereafter. Anyone of the later times who follows with faith and reverence those expedients found and taught by the ancient masters easily achieves the purposes of his life. He who, in his foolishness, disregards them and undertakes to accomplish purposes in his own ways can never be successful in his efforts. His ends are never realized, even though his efforts are renewed every now and then. O king, I noticed that the herbs and annual plants that have been evolved of old by Brahma, the creative agent of God, were being used and enjoyed by those who were unrighteous and had not undertaken any religious vows and observances. I absorbed the herbs and annual plants, finding myself unprotected and uncared for by your predecessors, and that a generation of thievish people flourished on earth. I meant to preserve them for sacrificial rites. It is natural that the plants have got assimilated in me through a long process of time. Now you are the person competent to draw them forth by some expedient known to be effective in this behalf. O hero of mighty arms, O Lord sustaining the life of beings, pray, find a calf, a befitting milk pot, and one who can draw the milk, so that, full of affection for the calf, I shall yield for you the desired objects in the form of milk, if you want to have nutritious food coveted by living beings. O King of boundless power, remove my ruggedness and make me level so that, even when the rains have passed, the water poured down by the God of rain may stand on me. May all be well with you. Accepting this agreeable and wholesome advice of Goddess Earth, the emperor made a calf of Svayamampuva Manu and drew from her in his own hands all species of herbs and annual plants. Likewise, all other wise and intelligent persons too take the essence of everything, and so after Purtu others also drew from earth, as a cow tamed by him, the objects sought after by them. The seers and sages, O most righteous one, made a calf of Brahaspati, milked the goddess, and got the secret Veda for milk, their milk pots being the organs of hearing, and of speech and the mind, which is the sense of senses. The gods made a calf of Inindra, and drew the drink known as Soma, besides mental vigor, ardor of the senses, and physical strength for their milk in a vessel of gold. The Daityas and Danavas made a calf of Prahlada, the noblest of them all, and obtained wines and distillates for their milk in a bucket of iron. The Ganantaivas and Apasaras made a calf of Vishivavasu, and derived the sweetness of song and beauty for their milk in a cup of lotus. The venerable Pitrus, the deities presiding over the rites in honor of the spirits of departed ancestors, made a calf of Aryan, and drew with reverence what is known as Gabia, which they held in a sun-dried earthen vessel, and which was milk for them. Which they held in a sun-dried earthen vessel, and which was milk for them. Very hard for them because of my injuries. The Siddharthas made a calf of the sage Kapila, and obtained in the cup of the Vulcan mysterious powers, powers which could be exercised by mere will, while the demigods such as the Vidyataras used the same sage for their calf and the same pot, and obtained the art of treading the air. Others, who were adept in conjuring tricks, made a calf of Maya, and obtained the magic art of those wonderful beings who can disappear, an art which could be exhibited by mere wish or thought. The Yakushos, the Rakushosas, the ghosts, the detestably ugly fiendish creatures known as Pishachas, all of whom feed on raw flesh, made a calf of Rudra, and drew the beer of blood in a skull for a pot. Drew the beer of blood in a skull for a pot. Even so, the serpents with and without hood, the snakes and other poisonous creatures, made a calf of Dakushoka, and drew poison in their mouth for the vessel. The beasts made a calf of the bull of Lord Shiva, and obtained the grasses for milk in the vessel of the forest. Again, the flesh-eating beasts with sharp teeth made use of the lion as the calf, and got flesh for milk in the pot of their body. The birds made a calf of Garuda, and got mobile creatures as well as immobile creatures for milk. With the banyan for the calf, the trees got different kinds of saps for milk. The mountains used the Himalaya as the calf, and obtained the various minerals in the basins of their ridges. Earth is a wish-yielding cow. Now that she had been made available for milking by King Purtu, all the species of living beings milked her, each with its own chief as the calf, and obtained milk in various forms, and held it in their own vessel. In this way, O descendant of Guru, King Purtu and others, who sought food for themselves to eat, milked a cow and got different kinds of milk in the form of their own food and in this way, O descendant of Guru, King Prutu and others who sought food for themselves to eat, milked a cow and got different kinds of milk in the form of their own food with different calves and cups. Thereafter, King Prutu became pleased with Goddess Earth, who now yielded all the objects of one's desire, and finally accepted her as a daughter, feeling paternal love for her. Prutu, the Almighty King of Kings, crushed the crests of mountains with the ends of his bow and mostly leveled the surface of the terrestrial globe. Lord Prutu, who was a father to his subjects and provided them with the means of subsistence, next planned with due regard to propriety dwellings at different places all over the earth, and he founded villages, towns, and cities, built castles and forts of every description, designed abodes for cowherds and pens for cattle, contrived camps and cantonments, and taught how to dig mines. He provided houses for farmers and cultivators, and raised hamlets on hillsides. Before Prutu, people had no idea of different kinds of human dwellings, like villages and towns on this globe. Now they began to live comfortably, with a sense of security, of life and property in every part of the earth. Thus ends the 18th discourse forming part of the story of Prutu's conquest, in Book 4 of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as the Paramamsa Samhita. Interesting. Okay. Kalki Purana next. Thank you. Taking a 2-minute break. Still taking a break. It's a very short chapter, second to the last chapter. Tomorrow is the last chapter. I'm gonna read it one more time every day, and then I won't read it every day. It's too much. It's a lot. It's the most difficult Sanskrit literature that I know of. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sorry, calling a holy text crazy. Taking a break. 1 minute. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Namaste. Shanaka Upanishad He Sutta Seva Taimajinya Yat Devaya Katitam Puran Gangangam Sututubam Samayata Munayah Kalki 사는 이 팀 스타밤 땀 바다 강은가야흐 세바빠 빠빠라노 샤나무 모코쇼담 슈파담 파그티앙 슈르는 바땀 바트담이하 수단 우방점 슈르는 트밤브로 쇼야흐 살베 강은가 스타바 마누트 따마무 강은가 스타바 마누트 따마무 쇼카모하하람 봄삼 브로슈이 피허 바리길 뜨띠따무 브로쇼양 우주허 이암 수라타 수라타랑은기 누이 푸바나바리 테스타리 누이 수투땅 하리바다 문보자 두빠가땅 자가트 삼사다흐 수메로 시카라 마라뿌리 야잘랑 말라쿠쇼라니 보라사는 나바다나 슈팡 파바파야시양 비드라 비누이 파기라타마타누강 수라까리는드라 달빠빠한 마헤샤무쿠타 프라판 기리시라흐 빠땅강 시땅 수라 나로라 가이라 잡파바 지우타이 very hard 수라 나로라 가라 수라 나로라 가라이 수라 나로라 가이라 잡파바 지우타이 수라 나로라 가이라 수라 나로라 가이라 잡파바 지우타이 수라 나로라 가이라 잡파바 지우타이 삼수뚜땅 비무쿠티 팔라샤리니 가루쇼나시니 라자테 피타마하카마난도 루푸라 파밭 무쿠티 피비정 피타마하카마난도 루푸라 파밭 무쿠티 비정 라땅 슈르티 스무르티 가노스 뚜땅 Tevijakulan laba buratan Tevijakulan laba buratan Sumeru shikara pidan Nipatitan Trilokan buratan Sutaima pala shalini Sukapala shini rajate Jarad bihaga malini Sagara pamsha mukati pradang Muni nendra baranandan para Muni nendra barananandini Tibi matang ja mananda akini Sadang Turitanashini 비말라바리 사는 달샤나 브라노 마구너 길뜻다나 디슈 비말라바리 사는 달샤나 브라노 마누구너 길뜻다나 디슈 almost 마구너 비말라바리 사는 달샤나 브라노 마구너 길뜻다나 디슈 자가트수 삼브라자테 마하피타수타 건가나 히마기리 샤쿠 떴스타니 사페나잘라 하시니 시타마라라 산짜리누이 시타마라 산짜리누이 시타마라 라 산짜리누이 Jalalala hasatakata satkara. Jalalala harasatkaram. Parasarojamala tara. Rasorola sitagamini. Jalatikamini. Rajate. Kebachina munigano iho. Sututang. Kebachitanananta samumpujitang. Kebachita kala sebanang. Kebachita tiyada. Kebachita tiraya dogano. Kebachita tiraya dogano. Kebachita rabira. Rojujubala. Kebachita rabika rojujubala. Kebachituda garapata kulam. Kebachijivana bina biga hitan. Kebachijivana biga hitan. Jayati pishimamatan sati. San evan kushali janaha pranamatiha pagiratim. San evan tapasam nitiljapati jahnavi madarat. San evan purushottamaha samarati satu manandakinim. San evan vijayi prapuha surataranginuim sabate. Dava malajala chitam kagashirogamali gala minakushatam kagashirogala minakushatam jalalala hari lolitam jalalala hari lolitam ruchirati rajamambalitam kadang dijabapul mudang suranaroragaiha samsututopiyaham tripathagamini puriyamativa pashyamyaho. So difficult. And the letters are so tiny. They're so friggin' tiny. This is Hindi. Sanskrit should be 3 times the size of Hindi. Anyway, here we go. Devatatira pasatim tava malajalasananam tava prakushanam devanana masamaranam tavodayakatha samlapanam pavanam gangange me tava savanaika nipunopiananandi tashichandrataha. Almost. Savanaika nipuno Savanaika nipunopiananandi tashichandrataha. Help me. Savanaika nipunopiananandi tashichandrataha. Gangange me tava savanaika nipunopiananandi Davanaika nipunopiananandi tashichandrataha. I'll take it. Sututivan subodhagata pantako puvi kadang shan tashichari shuya miyahama. Ityetadara shvipiha. Prokatam ganganga satava manutatamama. Ganganga satava manutatamama. Savagyam yashasyama yushuyam patana. What's going on? Maybe I'm tired already? Hasn't even been an hour. Alright, I'm at Shloka 13, just 4 shlokas left. It's a very short chapter, but incredibly compact and difficult as heaven. Ityetadero shvipiha prokatam ganganga sataba manutatamamu Savagyam Gashasyama Yoshuyam Patanat Shravana Dapi Salvapa Paharam Pumsam. Okay, it's fuzzy. Now what should I do in this situation? I could make it out. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna finish and then I'll double check it and pencil it in. And then pay attention. Anyway. Salvapa Paharam Pumsam Balama Yulbi Baldatanama Pratal Matia Huna Saya Hune Pratal Matia Huna Saya Hune Ganganga Sana Nitiatan Pavet Ityatad Paigava Kyanam Shukadevat Mayan Shrutam Patvitam Shiravitam Chatra Punuyam Tanyam Yashasakaram Avataram Mahavishnuha Karakeha Paramamad Putam Patatam Shiranam Vatam Pagatyam Sarva Shupavina Shanam Sarva Shupavina Shanam. That's it. I must have said that. Sorry, I started sounding different because somebody was trying not to distract me. Apparently, there's either a demon entity or a human turned into a demon living here. What that means, a human turned into a demon means he's either a murderer or a rapist or an incredibly terrible thief. But that's something else. Iti Shri Kalki Purana. Shri Kalki Purana no Bhagavate Pavishuyu Durtiyam She Ganganga Satabo Nama Bimshotyaya. Okay, so translation next. Yeah, it's so everywhere I go there's a murderer or a rapist. Everywhere I go. I already got rid of one with this, Sanskrit. There's another one. Everywhere I go, there's a murderer or a rapist. What the hell is going on? So once again, if you're a murderer or a rapist, this mantra gets rid of you, which is Hare Krishna, Hare Parama, Hare Duryotana, Hare Utishitiram. How it works is chisels its way into the soul until the soul says mercy, and the soul leaves the body, and that's in case the person is a murderer or a rapist. Anyway, taking a break still. Sorry, you guys had to hear that in the Sanskrit recitation. So there's nobody. Everywhere I go, there's a murderer. Everywhere I go, there's a rapist. Everywhere. Everywhere. Here we go. Chanakya said, O Sutta, O the knower of all religions. Earlier, it was said by you that the sages, after eulogizing the Ganges, came to Kalki. Please relate to us the eulogy of the Ganges that destroys all sins of those who listen to it with devotion, and also of those who read it. It is the giver of liberation and is beneficial. Sutta said, O sages, You all listen to the excellent eulogy of the Ganges as detailed by the sages that dispels the sorrows and the infatuation of all humans. The sages said, "This divine river of the gods delivers one from the world like ocean, has appeared from the lotus feet of Vishnu, and has been eulogized by the assembly like world. Her water is dear to the gods who reside on Mount Sumeru. She washes all sins, is of pleasant face, meaning thereby that she has pure water. She is blissful and allays the fear of birth and death." The follower of Bhagirath, destroyer of the pride of Airavata, the elephant of Indra, adorning the stresses of Shiva, looking like the white banner of the Himalaya, eulogized by gods, demons, humans, serpents, Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu, bearing the fruit of liberation and dispeller of sins, the river Ganges is established. Born from the tumbler of Brahma, praised by all the Vedas and Smritis, appearing by piercing the peak of Mount Sumeru, surrounded by groups of Brahmanos, enters the three regions. She is the creeper of seed-like liberation, decorated with fruit of religion and leaves of happiness. Decorated with a garland of birds roaming on the banks, bestower of liberation to the dynasty of Sagara, the daughter of the great sage Jahanu. She is known as Manandagini in the heavens. By having a glimpse of her pure water, saluting her and expounding her glories, all evils are nullified. This Ganges is well established in all the three worlds. She was the beloved of Shanantanu, having breasts in the form of the peaks of cool Himalaya, having laughter in the form of surf, having graceful gait in the form of white swans, having arms in the form of undulating waves, wearing a garland of excellent lotuses, delighted with waters. The Ganges, the beloved of the ocean, is glorified. Some were eulogized by sages, some were well worshipped by Vishnu, some were creating rippling sounds, some were agitated due to ferocious aquatic creatures, some were radiant due to the rays of the sun, some were confused because of high fall, some were dived into by people, the chest mother of Bhishma, O Ganges, may you be victorious. In this world, he only is benefited who pays obeisance to Bhagirathi, that is, Ganges. He only is repository of penances, who respectfully chants the glory of Jahanavi, that is, Ganges. He only is the best of all persons, who meditates on Manandagini, that is, Ganges. He only is victorious and capable who serves the river of the gods, that is, Ganges. O the Ganges who flows in the three regions, when will I see my body immersed in your holy waters, being partially devoured by birds, jackals, and fishes, floating on your rippling waves, wrapped around the moss of your bank, and being venerated by gods, humans, and serpents? Living on your banks, bathing in your holy waters, having a glimpse of you, chanting your name and expounding your glorious tales is a purifying act. O Ganges, I who am expert in serving you am of enhanced sins. I who am expert in serving you am of enhanced sins. I am delightfully and respectfully eulogizing you. When will I roam the earth in peace? The glorious Ganga Sutra, taught by the sages, is grantor of heaven, fame, and long age, and is the dispeller of all sins. Reading and hearing this excellent Ganga Sutra in the morning, noon, and evening increases the valor and the age and brings to the proximity of the Ganges. The holy narration of Shaunaka, which is grantor of wealth and fame, has been heard by me as read and narrated by Shukadeva. The incarnation of Vishnu in the form of Kalki is extremely astonishing. It dispels all inauspiciousness of those who read and hear it with devotion. Thus ends the 20th chapter of part 3 of Shri Kalki Purana, relating to the future happenings of the Lord, entitled Ganga Siddhavu, Siddha Ganga Siddhavahu, the praise of Ganga. Okay, thank you very much. I'm done. Chanting next. What I do for chanting now, because I'm using Draupadi or Black Card, is I'm watching a movie while I'm chanting. I want to keep my eyes like open. That's why I'm watching a movie and not something else, because in a movie you have to watch everything. And it heals me because Draupadi is staring back while I'm looking at the movie. It's almost like a video game. It's a healing zone. I'm in the healing zone right now. Okay, thank you very much. Chanting next in about half an hour. Namaste.